Welcome. If you clicked on this, chances of you playing games are pretty high. Well, we've all played video games, right? It's pretty fun, it's pretty thrilling. We liked getting the headshots in the game. It was pretty fun. We liked getting, those items, legendary, rare ones. And we were like, oh my god, when we got a headshot or we won in the game. And we've had pretty funny moments. We played with our friends, our online friends, and we even met some new people. And it's pretty unforgettable. You've made so much memories doing it, right? Well, maybe you've been playing for 1 to 2 hours a day, maybe a long sessions like 4 to 5 hours, whatever. But I'm here to tell you one thing: you're wasting your life. Before you think of clicking off, watching something else, I have things to tell you. As a former gamer, I have a lot of things to tell you. First, I'm gonna tell you a story about me. As a child, I've always enjoyed playing games. I didn't really have a good PC growing up. I didn't really have a really big setup. No, I only played Call of Duty, FIFA, Assassin games, Chicken Invaders, and many other games. I really liked enjoying and playing them. And I usually played with my dad. It got me, really happy. I was really happy that I got to spend time playing with my dad. Then my whole life when I was a kid was school, football, games. School, football, games. School, football, games. And to me, video games have always been a big part of my life. Every single day, I didn't skip a single day without playing video games, and it meant so much joy to me. Fast forward, I ended up, causing myself to get into an accident, which ended up of me actually breaking my ankle, which got me to a point where I couldn't really play any sports. That time I used to swim, those swimming, like you race each other who swims the fastest. Yeah, that's what I was doing, and play football as well. And since I couldn't do anything besides staying home and, not doing anything much because my ankle was broken, what I did all day was like play video games, don't really do much, watch a couple of shows, whatever. And after my ankle healed, I told myself really big excuses such as I have to focus at school, I have to focus at that, I have to give my 100% in this. But I was telling myself a lie. I was telling myself, no, I have to do this. But in reality, I just wanted to play video games all day. That time, I discovered Roblox Arsenal. Some of you may know me for playing Arsenal because I was a high level, and I made a couple of videos on that on my channel, which got pretty much views compared to this stuff that I'm doing right now. But that's besides the point. It was like 2017 almost. That time I didn't really break my ankle, but I broke my ankle when I was like 12 years old. That's like 4 years ago. I'm 16 right now, and I just played Arsenal a lot because I didn't really have a good PC, and that's the only game that could run on my PC without any issues and with a high FPS. I played all day almost. And that PC was in the living room. So my parents, my family members were all there because it's in the living room. And I just played for hours on end. My parents, my grandparents always told me, get off the PC. It's not healthy for you. I didn't really listen. I was a rebellious child. I told myself, no, I'm better than everyone. I'm better than, this. And I get to decide what I want with my life. And then my dad got me a PC. Thanks, Dad. He means a lot to me. He's like my hero in my life. He got me a PC because he promised me if I got good grades, he would give me a PC. So after I got my PC, the first game that I downloaded was Arsenal. You could have guessed. And it was way better than my old PC. I don't really want to talk about what kind of PC I have because that's that's something else. But basically, I was just spending way more time playing Arsenal. I was on it for hours on end, hours on end. It got me to a point where I couldn't even sleep at night because I was so obsessed over getting kills, so obsessed over getting many levels in that game. I just wanted to see myself on like leaderboards, which I actually made it. I was like top 30 or something like that. I was telling myself, dude, if I get headshots, if I get more kills, more levels, I'm gonna be more respected in that community and in real life as well. Which I kind of did not do it because I was the highest Georgian level, whatever guy in that game, and it got me to a point where I was so over leveled because like I was like when I ended my career, I was like 900 levels. And it brought me so much joy. I couldn't really stop. I couldn't really stop playing it because it was really fun. I got to play with a lot of friends. I got to meet a lot of friends. I met new people. And I reached to a point where I had over 800 friends on Discord. Let that sink in. Well, almost 800. Let that sink in. 800 people added on Discord because I played that game. That time, my ego was inflated because I was good at that game. And every single interaction was about that game. I didn't give a fuck about my studies, my school, my sports. I just let everything go, and I was like, Arsenal and Arsenal only. I was playing for hours. Roblox. That's it. It got me to a point where I hated my family. I hated everything because I just wanted to play. Well, hate is a strong word, but basically I just wanted to play every single night, every single day, because it turned into an addiction, something that fucking messed up everything in my life. I could not sleep because of it. I didn't eat because of it. I didn't even drink because of it. I didn't exercise because of it. I didn't go outside because of it. I didn't make any friends because of it. I lost all of my friends because of it, because I only care about my levels and my Arsenal stats. I lost, I didn't even talk to my family, but because, I was just so focused on the game, I lost touch with my family people who lived with me. I couldn't even speak my native language, which was Georgian, because the time when I used Georgian was like ninth whatever day, because that's the only time I spoke at the school. I lost, count of how many times I actually spent myself and spent time in bed, because I was only focused that fucking game. Just game every single day. Most of you are probably watching this and you're like, damn, get a load of this guy. No, I'm just trying to tell you my story that I've not really told anyone. And I made my life so much worse. I remember going to fucking school and sleeping during classes because I didn't have any energy. The only time I spent actually sleeping was during afternoons, which was 2 hours of nap. So at max I slept 4 to 3 hours a day. Let that sink in. I didn't eat, I didn't exercise, I didn't even drink water. I was drinking fucking colas and energy drinks because I was like, oh, what's wrong with me? And I hated my life. There's nothing else than games. There's no variety, no colors in my life, and I hated every single aspect of my life. I didn't really have anyone to talk to, and I felt really ugly inside and outside. And the only thing that was sheltering me and actually defending me was the games that I used to play, whether that's Osu. I remember playing Osu, Minecraft. I remember playing Minecraft and many other games. I don't really remember all of them. And it hurts me to say this, but I hated everything about my life. Everything, every aspect, whether that's body, face, image, home, city, town, everything. I hated everything. I was so ungrateful for anything that I had in my entire life, not understanding that other people are less fortunate than me. And it got me to a point where I actually wanted to, because my life was just a misery, and I didn't really have many friends to talk to besides fucking texting people. I spent hours doing that as well. And most of the times they left me because I was a dork. Only thing I had going for me was fucking Arsenal, fucking games. I remember not hanging out with my cousins, my, family members, because I was so focused on that. And it got me to a point where I was actually really addicted. And I told my mom, it's okay, I'll stop playing it. Deep down, I didn't really want to stop. And one time, I remember I was so sick of actually not being able to go to sleep. I told my mom, we drove to capital of Georgia, Tbilisi, and I got myself checked out, like brain and stuff. And I remember after the test and such, doctor came up to me and he said, it was a she. She said to me, my name is Georgi, and she said, my bad, there were multiple doctors. It was like 3 doctors, 2 males and 1 female, and that female doctor told me it will never be able to go to sleep. You will never be able to have a good sleep schedule, and your life will only be dependent on this pill. And she gave me a pill. It was melatonin. It wasn't that big of a sleeping pill, but it was something else. I remember first time I took it, I cried because I didn't want to go to sleep. How does that make any sense? How is that making any sense? I don't fucking know. I cried. I remember crying, and that didn't work. That pill did not work. Second day comes, that pill did not work either. The pills did not fucking work. It did not work on me because I was so messed up. The sleeping pills did not work on me. It made me dizzy. It made me want to throw up. It made me nauseous, and fucking it was bad. And then I remember going on a family vacation on a holiday. It was like a 7-day trip, and I actually brought a laptop with me just so I could play Arsenal. Bro, how messed up is that? I don't fucking know. Anyways, I remember that time I wanted to record something else for my YouTube. It was like real life, me on a vacation, I'm doing challenges. I remember that.
7 days straight, every day, okay? Let me explain what I'm gonna be doing here. Just give me a second. Okay. Anyways, I have 7 envelopes here. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. I'm gonna be opening each of them every single day.
You have to realize I was deep down, and then one day, someone at the holiday, I was staying at a hotel and I was swimming in a swimming pool, and one guy comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, you've got a really beautiful swimming style." I'm like, "Thank you." And then he said, "Do you swim?" And I said, "I don't swim anymore. I used to swim in the past." And then he asked me, why did you stop swimming?" And I was like, "Well, I broke my ankle, then I started playing games, and I got really good at games, and then I've earned a lot of money." I remember playing tournaments and such. I earned a lot of money playing games, and games really good. Then I started being depressed. I told my story, like sum up story, and he looked at me and he said, he was a bit drunk, but that's okay. He said, "It's a shame." That was the first time I heard myself talk. That was the first time I let myself actually deflate my ego, shatter my ego, and tell myself, "Dude, I'm a bitch." Because that time I thought to myself, I'm a shit. I'm the coolest motherfucker on earth because I was good at the game. No, shut the fuck up. You have to tell yourself what you are, who you are. Face yourself. Be honest with yourself. Because if you're not really honest with yourself, if you don't really tell yourself who the fuck you are, then who's gonna tell you who you are? Who's gonna tell you where to go, and how to start? If you don't really tell yourself where you are in life. So I remember thinking to myself, why did I even stop? And then my whole holiday was like me thinking about every single choice that I've made up until now. Then I made a promise to myself after I got back in my town, I would continue training and such. And after I got back in my town, I remember I played 2 times Arsenal. I played 2 times, and it was not fun anymore. And I said, "Fuck games," because listen, if games got me a point where I wanted to unlove myself, I wanted to actually do something else with my life, and it made my life miserable, then I thought to myself, if games ruined me, if games took a big hit on me, then why should I continue playing it? So I stopped it, and then I remember taking my clothes off, and I stood in front of a mirror. I have a mirror right here, naked, and I was extremely skinny. I was so skinny. I told myself, I hate my body. I hate my face. I hate everything about me. I slapped myself. I remember that time I slapped myself and said, I'm so much better than that. I've only got one life, and why should I waste it on fucking Roblox? Why should I waste it on other people? And I wanted to achieve something else. I actually wanted to go out there and actually do something else with my life. So the only possible solution that I came up with was just to do push-ups in my room. Every single night I would crank out push-ups, squats. That's the only thing I did because I wanted to change my body so much. I ate so much. I ate and ate and ate every single day. I remember discovering a lot of YouTubers out there who were like self improvement, and I was hooked on it. I was like, damn, this exists. I learned a lot about self improvement and such, and then I was like, okay, sure. If I want to continue training, I should get back playing football. And I was like, okay. I remember I went there and I wasn't welcomed. I wasn't welcome. The old team that I had didn't really have anyone that I knew. And there was this one fucking guy. He was making fun of me because I couldn't really play football as good as I used to do, as I used to be. And he made fun of me, so I was like, why should I stick with them when I can live a better life? So then I was like, okay, if I don't want to play football anymore because of the cats in my team, then I was like, oh, I hope there's a gym nearby. I looked up, and then one of my close friends were like, okay, let's go to the gym together. I remember when I first walked in the gym, I literally spent the first day I spent 3 hours exercising. I was actually out there. I didn't know shit. I was just exercising. I remember doing chest pushes, whatever, chest machine, like presses, pull ups. I was doing everything, every single machine that existed. I was doing everything. And after I came home, I was like, wow, that's so cool. And every single day, I spent on average 3 hours daily exercising. I would get home late and I was only exercising. Even though I got home, I was still doing push ups. And thought of me playing video games didn't even come to me once. Not even once. I was like, I'm so done with this fucking video games. I hated myself. That was pushing me to actually run every single day, exercise every single day, and push myself to the limit. Fast forward today, I'm living a better life. I got things sorted out. That journey started a year ago, almost 2022 September. I got everything actually, planned out. I know what I have to do with my life. I read books. I exercise. I kind of make money. I make these videos hoping to catch some eyes, tell others to actually deal with something with their lives, because I want you to live a better life. I want you to go there and reach your potential, because what's worse than actually waking up one day and telling yourself, damn, I messed up. Damn, I regret everything that I've done in my life. So, when I thought to myself, these fucking video games were useless, that's when everything clicked. Imagine one day you wake up, you look back on your life, and you're like, damn, I should have been better. I should have achieved something. Because to me, my parents play a big role in my life. And then I didn't really want to disappoint them. So I wanted to improve myself. What you can learn from this is to stop playing video games. Is to stop and actually let it go. Boom, gone. But if you're not really able to make that decision, if you're not really able to actually step out of that world, pause the video games forever, then I've this one thing to tell you. It's good that you like something in your life, because most of the people that I know don't really know what they want to do with their lives. And it's good that you like something. You have a hobby. Good. Perfect. And what I want you to do from now on is you take these video games, right? Roblox, Arsenal, fucking Minecraft, Fortnite, and you tell yourself, if I do XYZ being a productive thing such as reading, exercising, maybe making money, maybe, I don't know, whatever, I can play video games later. But make sure to not play over 1 to 2 hours a day. After you set up a reward system, then you're gonna live a better life, because not only you do the things that you love doing, not only you do productive things, you actually push yourself somewhere that you want to go. You actually push yourself towards a better life. Because what's worse than being no one in life? I have no clue. The biggest fear that I have in my life is not amounting or achieving as much success that I want to have, because I'm only gonna live once, and I'm not gonna live once and waste my fucking years playing stupid games just so I could be the highest level in that game, or have the rarest skins in that game, or have the best emotes in that game. No, that's not life. That's not the life that I want. I hope you learned something from it, and I hope that one day you're gonna wake up and tell yourself, okay, Creepkay was right. I have to get my life in order. It's okay if I don't get any views on this, but I hope whoever watched it will actually learn something and take this information, change themselves for the better, and one day, after you get a six-pack or you actually build some muscle, you come up to me like, damn, remember that video that you made a long time ago? It changed me. That's the only thing that I want. I don't want subscribers. I don't want really that much views. Only thing I want is to influence someone for the better. Okay, don't take me out of context, because I want to share my opinions, share my thoughts to people. Sorry if I wasted your time, and see you.